Blue Devils coming off of their loss against South Carolina, 71-80. Virginia Tech posting a 70-61 win over Georgia in the ACC SEC Women's Challenge as we are getting set to jump center. Let's go! Virginia Tech Duke in the ACC Conference opener. Starting five looking a little different for the Hokies today. Mackie Nelson getting her first start of the season alongside Carly Wenzel, Rose Misha, Karis Baker, and Matilda Eck, the Swedish sharpshooter, making her 100th career start today. Wenzel drops it in.
Dorian, that is a good sign for Virginia Tech. Wenzel has not shot the ball super well as of late. Let's see if that gets her going.
Kara Lawson holding out the same starting five for Duke. Richardson, the reigning AP Player of the Year, posted over 23 points. Nice high-low look inside. Under 10 on the shot clock. Good defense. Downhill, Nelson doubled. Duke takes it away. Rim run, Donovan in front of the pack.
You don't see that all the time, Dorian.
Nelson, one-on-one little Euro, can't get it. Misha rewarded for running the floor.
So we've got the phenom freshman, Toby Fournier, in the game for Duke.
Going right to her, over top of Misha. The bucket's got a lid. Wenzel. Good defense by Duke. They take it away. Numbers. Mayer for Wood. Can't get the bunny. No call. Fournier, no good. 3 attempts. No basket, but Fournier will head to the line. I mean, Kelly, you've been there as a player when you're coming off a loss like you have to South Carolina.
You're just not used to losing. You have to regroup. And a team like South Carolina, they're going to beat you up and beat you down a little bit. You have to get your confidence back. And we're seeing maybe some of that missing right now for Duke.
Coach Lawson talked about Duke's ACC opener last year. They went on the road, got smacked by Clemson, and she said that serves as a reminder of what can happen in this year's ACC opener.
And frankly, Dorian, it is weird for players, I think, to be playing ACC games this early in the season.
Suffering gets the lay-in. As a player, how does that factor in as well?
Well, we never used to play this many ACC games, so we never played.
Not really known for her mid-range game, has built a reputation as a sharpshooter. Nice position from Fournier.
She makes things happen.
Virginia Tech needing someone to make something happen. Still with the 1-point lead. Misha jumper. No good again. Hokies come away without points. Nice pass. Fournier eaten underneath. Their prospect, rather, in this year's class per ESPNW. Misha underneath. Just lofts it up. No good. Hokies now 3 of 11 from the floor. Right back to Fournier. Pays dividends.
That is such a tough shot.
A little better against South Carolina, but this is a game, Kelly, you thought she could really pop off.
Virginia Tech does not have the size they had last year. There's no Liz Kitley on this team, even though they will retire her jersey in a few weeks. And so Fournier should be able to take advantage of this lack of size.
Another nice drive there from Mackie Nelson. Gets Tech back within 1. Low-scoring affair here in Cameron. 9-8 in favor of the Duke Blue Devils.
And Dorian, with women's hoops, the first timeout comes at the first dead ball under 5, the media timeout. We haven't had that yet. I mean, this game has just been back and forth.
Wood knocks down the 3. Matchup zone. Is Eck driving. Good defense by the Blue Devils. 3 on the clock. Suffern's got to go. Turnaround. Shot clock violation.
And she did that, 7 points in 5 minutes.
The thing that stands out to me the most is the efficiency. 7 points on 3 of 5. Duke with a 4-point lead coming up on a minute to play in the first quarter. Kick, Richardson buries the 3.
Virginia Tech has to find more opportunities to get out and run, get layups or easier looks, not just play in the half court the whole time.
Shot clock is off, 10 seconds left in the quarter. White into the lane, tough turnaround, blocked by Wood. Okinawa can't get it off in time. Fight against cancer by visiting v.org/donate. 100% of your donation goes directly to cancer research to help us eradicate this disease that has touched so many. As we are back to action here inside Cameron Indoor Arena, the strip and steal. 17-8 lead for the Blue Devils. Hokies struggling to score. Misha in the paint, turnaround contested, doesn't get the bounce.
It just feels like every look Virginia Tech gets is a tough look. It's a contested look. And you got to give Duke's defense, because you just have to adjust and figure out what the heck is going on when you're a young freshman. For Coach Lawson, she hopes that that does come for Fournier after Christmas. She can settle in a little bit more and be a big factor for them in ACC play.
I wonder if her suffering goes off the glass. It's going to be a good slate of games.
Excited for those, Dorian. I'll be back up here for the North Carolina game. North Carolina, Georgia Tech. Underrated early season matchup. Quick hands, all the things you want in a super talented freshman.
Wenzel right downhill lane.
Go get position and demand that basketball.
Megan Duffy talked about how much confidence Misha has this year. She's seen it in spades. Virginia Tech going to need it tonight. Fournier goes right around Misha for the lay-in. Jackson doing a nice job on Eck. Another takeaway, those active hands. Donovan running the floor. Avoids the defense, gets the bunny. Of the teams coming over from the Pac-12, 4 on the shot clock on the inbound.
And they're not aware.
Wenzel pull up. No good. Virginia Tech's scoring struggles continue. The drought now 3.5 minutes. Okananwa. No. Gets her own miss. Right back to work. Scramble underneath, and one.
Just love how active Oluchi Okananwa is.
Okananwa, she talked about Wood, Fournier off the bench, really trying to scrap it. 7 on the clock, Eck. Nowhere to go, great defense. Baker just beats the clock.
Baker can shoot the ball. We know that. She came in as one of the best shooters in last year's recruiting class. That was a tough shot. Had to get it off quickly with the shot clock and knocked it down.
Big bucket for the Hokies, still trailing by 14. Fournier back it down. Misha, that's a freshman.
Quick moves. You see young post players sometimes take forever to get into their move. So long and obviously a bit skinny. I think they want to put some weight on her. But she also has such great touch. She can shoot the ball. Just very fluid. Someone came to mind, but I don't want to say it, Dorian. It's a little crazy. It's a little crazy.
Well, you know I'm here for crazy as Wood knocks down the 3 from the corner.
She is the number 10 recruit in the country. Maybe a very young, very early UConn Breanna Stewart. That kind of body build, that touch around the basket, that rebounding. She's got a long way to go. I'm not saying she's Stewie right now, but the potential is there.
We'll file that under the hot take.
Thank you.
We'll revisit that in a few years. Great give and go. What a find from Wood. Cooper Flag leads number 9 Duke against Chucky Hepburn and 5-3 Louisville.
Special to have Cooper Flag and Toby Fournier on campus at the same time. These 2 freshmen that are just phenomenal. And I know, or I hope, these Duke men's basketball.
I believe both Fournier and Flag are what Dick Vitale will call diaper dandies. Watch them while they're here, folks.
Absolutely.
That cut off on the baseline. Suffering, suffocating defense. Baker, tough take.
It's a good inside pass there by Suffren and Karis Baker. She's been effective. Let's see if Virginia Tech makes some adjustments at halftime. Look for Karis Baker a bit more. She has the size to get a shot off over these bigger Duke guards.
Hokies 3 of their last 3 from the floor. Mayer whips it. Jackson, yes, for 3.
Ashlyn Jackson has become one of the premier shooters in this league. If you leave her open, it's going in.
Eck can't get the bounce on the triple. Collision at the top of the key.
But I like that mismatch, and I think Virginia Tech can exploit that.
How difficult of it?
They need more size, and it is tough. I couldn't do it.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. May have gone away with the travel there. Tech gets it back.
Need some momentum if you're Virginia Tech. Need a bucket right here to go into the half.
7 seconds. Eck has it taken away. Mayer to Richardson. Gets it off, but can't get it to fall. Virginia Tech struggled to get shots up. They struggled to get quality shot opportunities. What's the biggest adjustment you want to see the Hokies offense make?
I think they need to take more threes. You're 0 for 2 from 3. You've only taken 2. Obviously a size disadvantage. Tried to take one there, but try to get some good looks from 3, and I would utilize Karis Baker inside with that mismatch.
Wasn't a bad look from Baker, just a better defensive play by Jordan Donovan. Wenzel to the rack, gets the roll.
And it looks like Virginia Tech as well is also trying to get the ball to Karis Baker inside, but you can see Wenzel's made a big improvement from last year in Kayla King and Liz Kitley. Wenzel was a 6th man. She came off the bench, and she did well in her role, but wasn't asked to do as much. This year, she's got to do a lot more for Virginia Tech, and she's handled that role well.
And it takes a while for a mental adjustment as Wenzel pops the top on the 3 to get used to being to the player at the top of the scouting sheet.
You've got to go back to your high school days, go back to your AAU days when you were number 1 or number 2 on the scouting report, and she has come out strong to start this second half.
Good look, Thomas finishes. Duke has run some really nice cuts. Wenzel, another strong take. Carly Wenzel to a hot start in the 3rd.
Wenzel pushing it in the secondary break, getting out in transition, forcing the issue. I like some of these adjustments that Virginia Tech has made.
Wood found on her way to the hoop. And their matchups. Our coverage starts at 8 Eastern right here on the ACC Network.
That crew right there, that huddle crew, they are the best in the business, so I'm excited to watch them tonight.
Wenzel blocked by Thomas. It'll stay with the Hokies.
And Wenzel's got to stay aggressive. Obviously, big block there by Thomas, but she's been the most effective Hokie so far in this 3rd quarter. She's got to keep looking for her shot, and she's feeling it right now.
Coaches in Lawson and Duffy talked about teaching and interacting with some of their younger players, really feeding into them, feeding that confidence. Mayer steps back, triple and drains it. They lead the Hokies 44-31 here in the 3rd quarter. Misha, little step through, gets it to fall.
Really strong move from Rose Misha. She has the speed advantage. She has the agility advantage inside. Using that pump fake, great footwork.
Duke has done a nice job making things tough for Misha. Just 2 of 6 from the floor. Okananwa, too strong, gets her own rebound. Knifes through the lane. Wenzel picked up. Goes almost past Okananwa, gets the block. She's doing everything right now. Feeding Thomas. Good hands from Suffren.
9 points, 8 boards for her. She's a double-double threat coming off the bench because of how active she is on the glass every night.
Richardson avoids contact. Silky smooth.
Is just different. They've got so many players that can hurt you. It doesn't have to be one player every night for Duke.
Three-pointer plus the foul.
Improving in every category, increasing your scoring from 4 a game to 13. But Virginia Tech, if they want to truly get back in this game, they've got to knock down a couple threes.
Just 1 of 5 from the floor tonight. Okananwa will take it, rolls it in. Duke, no problem. Virginia Tech, after that hot start from Wenzel, 0 of 4 from the floor.
Wenzel's got to shoot that. She had an open look right there in the short corner. Take that shot. Don't put it on the floor. Misha was able to get under the rim and score.
You're just talking about Fournier doing a good job staying out of foul trouble. She's picked up 2 quick ones. Richardson. Give and go to Fournier. Doubled. Falls off the rim.
Fournier still scoreless in this 3rd quarter.
Suffren, what a move!
Suffren is one of the better athletes on this Virginia Tech team. She can get ahead of speed and get downhill and get to the rim.
Duke hasn't scored in over 2 minutes. De Jesus off the screen. She'll take it and get it. For last year while she was dealing with a knee injury, working her way back. Wenzel's step back, Jay's no good. Donovan kicks it out. Richardson bounced out. Fournier working hard, wave it off. It'll be on the floor.
How about Fournier fighting for that rebound, using her length? And she's like, come on.
I worked hard enough. I should get the credit for it.
Exactly. You've just got to be a little more tenacious, and she's done that.
Fournier gets the free throw. It's a 17-point Duke lead. Good defense by Richardson. Misha off to White. Runner gets the bounce. De Jesus. De Fournier, offensive foul.
I don't think that's necessary to call that a foul.
Poked away by Richardson.
But just didn't agree with that call.
You're allowed. Suffering from near half court. No good at the buzzer.
Maryland was a really tough, close loss. That Maryland team's very good. And the Oklahoma game was a fantastic game. I'm not sure Coach Lawson loved it because there were over 100 points scored on both sides, but I loved it. It was so much fun to watch, and OU is a very good team. So I just respect the schedule that Duke has played, and Kara Lawson trying to get her team ready for anything.
Another tough take from Thomas. Converts the and one. 7 points now for Delaney Thomas. The lead is 18. Another turnover.
I love that move from Coach Lawson to apply a little bit of pressure, apply a full court press when you have this type of lead, to kind of put your foot on the gas in this fourth quarter. That's big.
Duke.
They can stay back and guard the post who's rolling. Now they're choosing to just guard it man-to-man and get over the screen. Sometimes you trap, sometimes you switch, but it can be really difficult to get over a screen as a defender. She makes contact with Richardson, and that's how Richardson did a good job of going tightly off that screen, right? So you make it really difficult for the defender to stay with you without fouling.
De Jesus got caught in the air, found Thomas, easy bucket. The bad news for Tech is that means that Toby Fournier comes right back in.
And that's Duke's depth, that they have the best depth, without a doubt, in the ACC, and I think they're one of the deepest teams in the country. And the other part of that, too, Doreen, is having players buy in. What a shot. Go as hard as you can for those minutes. I have subs for you, so give me all you've got, and obviously it's working.
Misha rises up too strong. And I loved him talking to Coach Lawson today, talking about Fournier. Nice pass again. Thomas too far under the bucket.
18 points, 8 boards so far in just 17 minutes for the freshman.
We one to remember for sure. And in talking to Coach Lawson about Fournier, she said she stays after practice, practices the trick shot.
I would stay after practice and work on my dunking. And she can dunk. If you haven't seen it yet, if you're out there watching, go look at Duke's social media, of course, after our game's over. Right. Don't change the channel. And check out what she can do. And they're just waiting for the time. It's going to be something in transition, right? But she can throw it down with 2 hands, and that is just something we don't see a lot in the women's game.
Suffering downhill, gets fouled on her way to the bucket.
She has been working on the dunk. It's part of her skill set, which is just crazy to think about.
And that's the evolution of the game as we continue to watch it grow and the players get more skilled, more athletic. You get more of those players that come in that it's just part of their skill set. Great ball movement. Fournier, it's a 20-piece.
And she was across from the ball when her teammate had the ball across the paint. The pass wasn't there, but then Duke made the extra pass so that they could get in a position to make that entry pass to Fournier.
Wenzel crawls it over the rim.
And she's got to do it every night, right? That's what she's being called upon to do now.
Virginia Tech normally shooting at just a tick over 35%. Is that one off the mark today? The Hokies 17% from the arc.
And I'm not a coach. And of course, our great producer, Chad.
Yeah, like a true three-point shooter there.
Just saying.
Mayer feeding Fournier on the run out. Gets her own miss. It's been that kind of day for Fournier. Richardson fouls Wenzel. And you can say that about Reagan Richardson as well, with the 5.7 assists, doing what's best for the team.
very productive when she's been on the floor.
Pair of free throws snaps, nearly a 2.5-minute scoring drought for the Hokies. It's still been a tough offensive day for them. 41% from the floor, just 1 of 6 from the arc, and they've had to deal with Fournier. There's a new say-hey kid in town, and it's Toby Fournier. Nice look for Baker. What does she need to, undersize rather, what does she need to do to counteract that as she goes through ACC play?
She did it a few times tonight. Use your speed, use your agility, put that ball on the floor early, get past some of these bigger players, and then just keep rebounding like she does. I mean, she's tenacious on the glass.
Thomas, another strong take. The lead up to 21. Baker, 15-footer falls. Baker now in double figures in 4 straight for the first time in her career.
I like what we've seen from Karis Baker in the second half. I thought they made some good adjustments.
I'm going to put you on the spot. Other than the Clemson-Texas game, which one of those are you looking forward to the most?
I am looking forward to SMU. You can say what you want about their resume. I'm not sure what their best win is on the season.
White. Step back. That's a tough shot. 7 points for Lani White. 1 minute left to play. An impressive showing for the 8th-ranked Duke Blue Devils. Fournier for 3! Career high, 28. Putting on a show.
Why not, Toby Fournier? Have yourself a day. Gosh. As of right now, holding Virginia Tech under 60 points. They've done a great job defensively, and then offensively, still scoring 80. I mean, that's the ideal for Duke, right? To have this type of defensive performance, but still be very effective on the offensive end.
11 straight games with 70 or more points. That's their most since 2013.